welcome to your poll center for the 2024 election. You're watching ABC Prime. My name is Epifani Ajokotopligui. Coming up in the headlines. MP for Ayawaso West Wogon, Honorable Lydia Sairam Al-Hassan, has lashed for sharing food to voters during the special voting exercise at Legon, who engaged the experts. A special voting exercise held across 14 regions has come to an end. We'll be picking updates from our correspondents. Speaker Bagbin readies to recall Parliament on December 16, 2024 to continue parliamentary business. In business, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration has announced plans to upgrade from biometric passports to new chip-embedded documents. And more than 56 fear dead in football stampede in Guinea. Well, do stay with us. We have details of all these and more coming up shortly. Well, don't forget, this is the poll center. A special voting exercise for the election 2024 has come to an end across the 14 regions, with some pockets of incidents marking the exercise. We have our correspondents on ground and they're going to give us up-to-the-minute report. But before we go, let's take some stories on the special voting. Emmanuel Ashimo, the Greater Accra Regional Chairman of the National Democratic Congress, has expressed strong confidence in his party's performance in the upcoming elections, particularly in the special voting exercise. After visiting several polling centers in the region to monitor the voting process, Ashimo stated that he expects the NDC to secure an overwhelming 65% of the total votes cast. During his visit, which was part of his ongoing effort to assess the election process, Ashimo engaged with voters, security personnel and party agents. Speaking to the press afterwards, he praised the peaceful and transparent of the voting process, which he believes bodes well for the NDC success in the region.
The country gears up for the general elections on December 7. A crucial exercise, the special voting exercise, has taken place today, December 2, across the country, allowing electoral officials, security personnel, and media representatives cast their votes early, ensuring their availability for duties on election day. We visited the Prisons Canteen polling station in the Ladadeko-Tokpong constituency, Osu Police Station polling station in the Klote-Kole constituency, and the Jamestown Police Station polling station. At the Jamestown Police Station, the Greater Accra Regional Chairman of the NDC, Emmanuel Ashimo, stated on record that the NDC is winning the seat. According to him, there will be peaceful elections come December 7. The former member of parliament for the Ododo constituency from the NPP, who won the seat in the 2000 race, Reginald Nibi Ayibonte, underscored the dynamics of the election process in the constituency.
With the voting, they see people, groups of people moving, making noise. But when it comes to the security people, nobody plays the phone here. Everybody's hopeful. The party I support are very hopeful for securing the votes of the security services and the media. We are hopeful. And I believe the NDC are also very hopeful. So let's see how it turns out. Well, I wish they will observe what is happening here. They will go to vote with our thumbs, which do not make noises. We are not going to vote with machetes, guns, and bullets.
The parliamentary candidate on the ticket of the NDC, Alfred Nikote Ashi, raised allegations of parliamentary candidates on the ticket of the NPP, Abdul Manaf Sowa, luring voters to vote for him.
7th of December, they will know that we stand nowhere near power this time. We have done a lot of work. I know my other colleagues, they have calling them, the people are also calling me and saying, we'll be receiving calls from here and there. They have assured us that regardless of what they are giving them, they will still vote for it. They called people last night, met them so we gave them all kinds of packages. They know what the hardship as they are experiencing today is not what they experienced under the experience under the NDC.
Patrol officer at the Jamestown polling station, Eric Otre, registered that the general elections will be peaceful as the special voting process has been.
We started in the morning, 7:02 a.m. and I can report that voting has been very peaceful. So far, so good. We've not encountered any problem. We are expecting 530 people to cast their vote. We are preparing for the normal way that we have to put our house together. We get election logistics. Everything is in place. Hopefully by Saturday.
But we have Auntie Opondenchi actually to tell us more from the Klote Kole and Ododo constituencies as he joined us on the line. Good evening, Andy.
Yeah.
Andy, how smooth was the exercise in the areas that you monitored?
Yeah, so Epiphania, today's special voting that took place, as we covered, personally, I went to the Ladade Kotopon, that's the prison's canteen, in the morning, and went over to the Ostu police station, that is in the Klote Kole, and then finally here at the Jamestown police station in the Ododo constituency. I must say that this special voting has been peaceful and translating into the election, general election in some few days has been peaceful. So basically, today's special voting has been peaceful. That's what I can say basically about today's special voting.
Okay, Andy, I know that, we had Manaf, present, and we'd like to take a listen to something that he actually said when he came to cast, to observe the processes.
Could you come again?
Manaf was present.
Exactly.
Yes, can you tell us?
Exactly. So, in my interaction with the candidate for the National Democratic Congress NDC, that's Alfred Nikote Ashi, even mentioned that the candidate from the New Patriotic Party, that's Abdul Manaf Sowa, is luring electorate with some form of money or gift or anything to vote for them. So that's what Nikote Ashi was saying when I interacted with him in the morning. And then later on, Manaf came there around 4 there, and when he came and I engaged him, he made mention that he is not luring or inducing the electorate to vote for them, but basically others are coming from faraway places, and so he's giving them something to come and then to go. And then also he underscored that if he wants to meet them, and he gave them 3 o'clock, and the people were waiting for them, so he came late. I really want to start the people sitting there waiting for them.
Let's quickly take a listen directly to what Manaf said.
Sure.
Actually, I don't know where he was getting those information from. I am the candidate. I have every right to do campaign. You understand? You need to engage them. Tell them your vision. Tell them the reason why they need to vote for you. Some people are coming far away from Kumasi, Tamale, just to come and cast their ballot. And you cannot just leave them like that. There's some sort of transportation just to ease wherever they are coming from. Yes, can do something. So that was what I did. I engaged them. A few that I got, about 80, close to 80 or 70 people that came. I was able to talk to them. I told them what I can do for the Dodo constituency and the reason why they need to vote for me. And that was what I did. I don't remember sharing anything for anyone again. Today I've not been here. TNT, they came there, TNT, at least they need to eat something. Because I was supposed to meet them, let's say around 3 something, but I got there around 7. It is very, very late. They were complaining of food, so I need to bring in some food for them to eat. At least if it's you, at least you even appreciate it. So apart from that, I need to give them some sort of transportation so that they can go back from wherever they are coming from. So that's what I did. And today I've not been here the whole day, so the allegation level against me, I don't know where it was getting. I think sometimes when you are panicking and you are shivering, you are entering into an election. That is what happened. You understand? He knows he cannot come close when it comes to a hair. So he just need to put something in the hair.
Well, you heard from Manaf, but let's head back to Andy. Andy.
Epiphania.
Yeah, so if you're still with me, I want to find out, I mean, looking at all these allegations and with Manaf's response to these things, did you see any form of voter inducement yourself? The sharing of food, money, anything of the sort?
Exactly. So what I witnessed, I saw voters being given food there and also being given some form of money. Can't tell the exact amount of money. So I saw packages of people holding packs around and also people giving some people money and all that, but can't money. And from what Manaf said, as we just listened to, he made mention that if the places, and he said that most of the electorate are come from faraway places, so he's giving them this money for them to be able to commute from where they are coming from to the place. But I did
that was his justification for that.
Exactly, that's what he said.
Thank you so much for your time here with us. And that's my colleague Andy Opondenchi, and he was actually giving a report on some of the few constituencies that he went to actually witness the special voting that took place today. Well, still on election-related matters, tensions were actually high in the Ayawaso West Wuogon constituency after the incumbent Member of Parliament, a New Patriotic Party candidate, Lydia Al-Hassan, was seen distributing food packs to voters participating in the special voting exercise. Now, with assistance from her team, the MP handed out food to voters waiting in queues at the Legon police station, one of the designated special voting centers in the constituency. John Dumelo, the National Democratic Congress, which is the NDC parliamentary candidate for the constituency, actually criticized the act, and he described it as illegal and also a violation of the Electoral Commission's rules. And Dumelo expressed strong disapproval, stating that such actions undermine the fairness of the process. He also added that if he chose to engage in similar practices, he could do so on an even larger scale. Now, my colleague Derek Kumi Kisiedu has more in the story.
Exercise in the Ayawaso West Wuogon constituency was conducted at the District Police Headquarters, Legon. Security personnel from different agencies and media personnel casted their ballot in preparation for the December 7 general elections. At the Legon Police Station polling center, which was divided into 2 polling centers, namely Center A and Center B, with a total number of 932 voters were expected to cast their ballot. In an exclusive interview with ABC News TH, John Dumelo, the parliamentary aspirant for Ayawaso West Wuogon constituency, expressed his dissatisfaction with the NPP for distributing items and instructing voters to vote for number 1 whilst they were in the line. An act he believes violates the EC's rule.
Victory on the 7th of December, and despite the NPP sharing a lot of items, we are very confident that the people will take the items and they will vote against them massively. So December 7th, victory is assured for all of us. Them disregarding the EC rules or EC laws and sharing things
in the queue to voters and telling the voters that they should vote number one, and they should vote for Lydia and they should vote for Dr. Bame. I think that is the height of gross disrespect. I mean, why would you want to do that? At least wait, let the people finish and leave. They are sharing it in the queue. We will not accept that.
Party agents from both the MPP and the NDC reported that the process went smoothly.
This morning around 5:30 that I arrived here up to date. What I have to say is that everything has been smooth. There haven't been any grudge here. We are all working together to ensure that everything comes to a successful end. So there have not been any hinge at the aspect.
So far the process has been very smooth. No issue, no problem. The officers, the media, everyone who is supposed to vote in this exercise is going about it without any challenge.
The Assistant Electoral Officer, Efwa Arthur, also highlighted the smooth conduct of the electoral process and the strong voter turnout.
We the officials were here way before that, around 5, to set up the place. And since we started, it has been very, very smooth. We are expecting a turnout of about 935 voters. But we have 2 centers. We have Center A and Center B. Center A has about 468 voters, and Center B has 467 voters. So altogether, you get 935 voters.
Derek Kumi Kisidu reporting for
935 voters.
Derek Kumi.
The special voting exercise ahead of Ghana's December 7th general elections has recorded an impressive turnout at various polling stations. In this report, we focus on electoral constituencies where stakeholders have expressed satisfaction with the process. Now, Godwin Opoku Ochiri and Elizabeth Terry filed this report.
Special voting took place across 3 polling centers, A, B, and C. According to polling officials, the total registered voters across these centers stand at 1,576. By 1:30 p.m., a total of 889 voters had already cast their ballots, with 290 at Center A, 297 at Center B, and 302 at Center C. Constituency Chairman for the NDC, Sethni Atosowa, and Constituency Organizer for the NPP, Ochiri Nyarko, both expressed their satisfaction with the exercise.
Okay, so my name is Sethni Atosowa, Constituency Chairman of the NDC. So far, the process started on time. The process has been orderly and peaceful. Security actually, the security services are conducting it very well. The turnout rate so far is good and encouraging. As a political party, we are satisfied with the process ongoing so far. We only pray that actually the same process will replicate itself during the general election.
So far, so good. Turnout no are good because for security personnel are expecting now omoba kakra na so far so yenya encounter with any entokwasem bi anasa hanye gidira hanye menyamenya exercise ni koyi e fine so far will be able to come out.
At the neighboring Krowo constituency, the situation was no different. With a total of 1,006 eligible voters, 503 each at centers A and B, turnout had reached 406 and 415 respectively as of 3:33 p.m. Polling officials reported no challenges, commending the logistics and security arrangements.
Center A, we are expecting 503 voters. As at 3:33, we have 406 having cast their vote as we speak now. And since 7 o'clock we started, the very first DVD we started, and we told report that we did not have any challenge. So we had about 415 people who have voted in at Center B and about 418 at Center A. Currently, we will not have challenges with our device, with the exception of just one person who we were unable to verify by finger, but we did that by face. The person was successful. So the device has been very robust.
The Member of Parliament for Krowa constituency, Agnes Namomolate, expressed her confidence in retaining her seat and securing a win for her party's flag bearer.
So far, by the grace of God, everything has been smooth, and we are trusting God that it will continue like that into the 7th of December. By the time all is said and done, and the votes are His Excellency, we become the President of Ghana, and Agnes Namomolate.
Well, this is the Poll Center, bringing you everything related to the elections that you need to stay informed. But we're definitely going straight to reach out to some of the regional reporters that we have joining us on the line, Sedi Lochi. And I mean, he's going to give us a report from the Greater Accra, Pong Katamanso.
And then 406 total ballots casted as at 5 p.m. We have the proxy, which was 0, total number of sport ballots 0, total number of unused ballots 194, total number of manual verification was also 0. When we move to the parliamentary, we have 500 ballot papers issued, and the number of ballots issued was 406. And then the number of ballots proxy, which was also issued, was 0. Total number of sport ballots is 0. Total number of unused ballots is 94. Manual verification is 0. That is for the Katamanso. Hello?
Yes, Eddie, we can hear you.
Yeah, that's for the Katamanso constituency.
Okay, so was that the constituency you went to?
Hello?
Hello, Sadi. I mean, we had some cases of some security agents taking photos of some of the ballot papers. I mean, it was a concern that had been raised. Did you witness this? Sadi, can I still... Okay, we'll try and establish contact with Sedi to actually share, but she actually gave some figures. And then, I mean, also mentioned that the voting process was smooth at the Pong Katamanso. I mean, that was for the constituency for Pong Katamanso, but then they did it at Michelle Camp. Sedi, if I have you... Sedi. Okay, we'll definitely bring Sedi back to actually, share with us some of these issues, but some concerns were raised about some security personnel taking pictures of the ballot papers for theirs, and people had issues with that. We'll definitely be speaking to her. She's not just the only one. We'll engage with other regional correspondents to actually give us, a general overview of how the special voting process, which happened today, took place in these regions. Sedi, if we have you back on the line.
Yes, please. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. I wanted to find out.
Yeah, I visited the Tema West constituency as well. Hello?
Yes, Sedi. So what can you report from the Tema West?
From the Tema West constituency, at the end of the vote, 900 voted out of the 1,048.
Okay.
With 85% voters turnout.
Okay, I want to find out quickly. I mean, there were issues raised about some security personnel taking photos of the ballot paper. I mean, this was an issue of concern for many. Did you witness this yourself?
Yes, when we got to the Tema West, the officer was not in his uniform, but he was being taken away into the station. but we were asked to speak to him. We were not allowed. The commander also refused to speak to us. But what happened that morning was he went inside to cast his vote, and he was delaying inside the box. It took some minutes. He wasn't moving away. So it prompted some of the officials to go closer to see what was happening, only for it to be found out that he was taking pictures of his casted votes. One question, they realized he was a CID, to be precise, not just a mere police officer. He was a CID. So he was being taken away to the commander. He was locked up. They refused to speak to us, but we spoke to some of the directors there, and they explained details also as to what took place that morning with what we witnessed as well.
Okay, but Sadie, I mean, aside from that, did you see or witness anything that, showed activities of voter inducement, like the sharing of food or money, anything of the sort?
No, with the two constituencies I visited, which is Bonkatamanso and Tema West, there was no food sharing. There was no eyewitness of sharing of any money to voters or anyone present there.
Okay, and voting has officially closed?
Please come again.
The voting has officially closed?
Yeah, voting has officially closed at Tema West and then Bonkatamanso constituencies. Both constituencies have closed their voting.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. That's our colleague. I mean, she's a correspondent, and she went to the Bonkatamanso and Tema West constituencies to give us a report on that. But yes, so for the issues of some security personnel taking pictures of their ballots, she has just confirmed that at Tema West, to be precise, a CID personnel was actually seen. I mean, he kept long in the ballot box, and we're wondering what is happening. What is he actually doing? Only for them to get there and realize that he was taking a picture of his ballot. So they had to take him out because they questioned him, and then they realized that the man was actually a CID personnel. So that is very worrying, and that's actually, raised a lot of concerns for people when it comes to the whole electoral process. Well, moving away from SETI, let's move on straight, and we'll definitely be engaging our correspondent Samuel Isel, and he went to South and Botiano, so he's actually going to give us a report from those two constituencies. Good evening, Samuel. Welcome to ABC Prime.
Thank you.
Good evening, Samuel. Welcome to ABC Prime.
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening.
Yeah, Samuel, so what can you report from the constituencies that you went to?
All right. Actually, I went to English Amanfum constituency, where Sly Tete is the current MP for the area. But then I was there early at 7. So the presiding officer for the English Amanfum Christiana, Priscilla Mensah. I spoke to her, and she made mention that currently the process was going on smoothly.
Okay, but were there any voter inducement activities? Did you see them sharing food or money?
No. Actually, English Amanfum such things, and we couldn't experience such things here.
Okay, and did you see any incidents or anything when it comes to violence? How was the place like?
Actually, the place was calm. The security agency were here ensuring that the process will go on smoothly.
Did anybody complain about not finding their name in the register?
Not really.
Okay, so then, if you look at the voter turnout, was it very good?
Yes, actually, 248 expected to vote. But we had 70, as at that time, we have 70 have cast their vote. And then normally people, because it's a working hours, we couldn't have much people coming in to vote, to cast their vote.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time. That was our correspondent Samuel Isel, and he actually covered some constituencies in South and also Botiano, but he was mentioning English Amanfum. So for him, there was no violence, there was no activity of voter inducement, and yes, it looked like the voter turnout there was really good. Also, yes, they didn't really record much issues over there, so everything went on smoothly for them. We're definitely moving on to take some report from the Ashanti region. And our correspondent our correspondent Bashir is actually on the line. He's going to let us know what he observed in Upper West from some of the constituencies he went to cover. Good evening, Bashir.
Yeah, good evening, and thank you for the time.
Yes, Bashir, what can you report from the constituencies you went to actually observe?
Okay, so currently I'm reporting from Tumu in the Sisala East municipality of the Upper West region. The special voting took place at the municipal police unit premises. Mostly every election year, they normally do the special election at the police station. So today it was held there. Today, the electoral commission officials, they were even there before 6 a.m. in the morning to prepare for the day. So by 7 a.m., they started voting. The National Security casted his vote first, followed by the EC director who voted second, then the special voters then continue to vote. So if you look at the grounds today, it was very peaceful from the beginning to the end. And at the end of the poll today, out of 469 that were expected to cast their votes, 432 voted, representing 92% of the voter population to be voted there today. So, and also after the voting, I engaged the parliamentary candidates, Honorable Amidi Chinya and Honorable Mohamed Issa Bataglia. They were all happy about the process. They are very confident that they are all winning. They are all saying that they are winning, looking at the grounds, and they are okay with the process so far. They are also okay with the conduct of the security and the electoral commission, how all the process have gone so far. And speaking to the agents too, they are also happy. You could see that the MPP and NDC agents were together, they ate together, they talked together at all points. They refer to each other to look at their tally sheet, what they are tallying. So the whole election was very lovely at the polling center today where I was.
So that means there was no form of violence. You didn't see any activity of voter inducement from any official over there?
No. So today, if you look at it, the both parliamentary candidates, they were there. What I saw them doing is that they were shaking people and greeting people and looking at people as they were going to vote. But I didn't see anybody sharing any money at the grounds there. And you could see that the two parliamentary candidates, they even came together, shook hands and took photos together, and we even shared those pictures together. So at the center today, we didn't record any form of violence or any form of voter inducement or vote buying or whatsoever.
Okay, well, thank you so much. That's our colleague giving us a report from Upper West, Bashiru Bapaga Nuhu, and like he's Bapagu. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Bashiru, for the correction. So Bashiru Bapagu Nuhu, and he gave us a report from Upper West. Like he said, there was no violence, there was nothing out of the ordinary, there was no activity of voter inducement. Actually, both candidates actually shook hands, and they also just observing the processes. Also, for the numbers that turned out, a total of about 92%. When they look at the total voter turnout, 92% of the figures turned out to actually cast their vote. So we'll definitely be bringing you more. You're still watching ABC Prime. We'll be engaging with other correspondents. But let's head straight to the Ashanti region. We would actually be speaking to Fatau Payaga. But before we go to Fatau, we'll actually also be engaging with Michael Whaler. So do stay with us. You're watching ABC Prime.
On December 7, all eyes will be on the nation, and ABC News Ghana Television will be your trusted election guide. Welcome to the Poll Center, where we bring you the most comprehensive 2024 general elections coverage.
At ABC News Ghana, we will deliver up-to-the-minute updates from across the 40,647 polling stations, ensuring that you stay informed every step of the way.
We'll bring you real-time updates from constituencies with the highest stakes and insight into the key battlegrounds.
Our team of political watchdogs, pollsters, and political scientists will break down the nuances in the swing regions, helping you understand the dynamics of these critical areas.
With correspondents and district reporters spread across the county, rest assured all the time we report of turn-up events as they unfold.
On the Poll Center, we'll bring you an excellent television experience with advanced graphic presentation that will give you a clear visual of the vote tallies, trends, and key turning points as they unfold live on screen.
ABC News Ghana will provide you with in-depth analysis of voter pattern shifts, regional shifts, and what the early results could mean for the final outcome of the elections.
From voting challenges to disputes over election results, ensuring our viewers understand the legal landscape.
On social media, we'll bring you live updates and key highlights from the polling stations, keeping you engaged and informed with the latest developments online.
From the streets to the polling centers, we will capture the voices of everyday Ghanaians, hear their thoughts and concerns as they cast their ballots.
ABC News.
You're still watching ABC Prime. Now we definitely have joined us Dr. Rashid Tanko. He is the Deputy Director for Elections and IT for the NDC, and we're going to definitely engage him on the exercise that took place today. Good evening, Doc. You're welcome to ABC Prime.
Good evening, dear. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I believe you're doing well, sir.
Good.
Okay, so far, is the NDC impressed with the exercise despite the teething challenges at the initial stages?
Yes, so far, we would describe it as a mixed feeling in the sense that the Electoral Commission, as it is, sometimes they don't learn from their mistakes. Today has been another day. The special voting started smoothly. Almost all the centers, things went on well. And we only had some small glitches from Ashanti region, where the regional director really marred the beauty of the whole process. But thankfully, the commissioners were in handy to call him to order, not to misbehave, to behave as if he's more elephant than Nanado and Baumia. I mean, apart from that, we didn't have any much difficulties in the process today.
Okay, now what is your party's reaction to what happened in the Ayawaso West Wuogon? You know, with regards to the sharing of food by the MP, Lydia Al-Hassan.
It's not only the food, she was also sharing money. They have stolen Ghanaian money. They've stolen enough. And so they want to use that one to buy. Look, she was not even charitable to the people. These are senior people. And you think you can bribe them? Look, it's unfair. This kind of thing going on. She is going to lose. Whether she shared elephants for them or she's going to share crocodiles for them, she will lose. The people are fed up. They are angry. They are not only hungry, they are angry. You think those parcel of food that you bring them will change their mind to vote for you?
Well, thank you so much. I mean, like you said, there are mixed feelings, but then for now, you definitely are a bit impressed or satisfied with how the proceedings are going. Thank you so much for your time here. There's Dr. Rashid Tanko Computer. He is the Deputy Director for Elections and IT, and he actually was sharing his sentiments on the exercise that took place today. We'll actually be engaging shortly Richard Ahiagwa. He happens to be the Communications Director of the MPP for a conversation also on the exercise that took place today. Good evening, Richard. You're welcome to ABC Prime. We'll definitely be engaging with Richard shortly to also share, you know, his sentiments on the exercise that took place. But like you've heard, different things have happened today. Some constituencies have reported smooth processes, whereas others have a couple of things taking place over there. So, like you said, if you went to cast your ballot today, or you registered as part of the voters, the special voting, don't forget to reach us via social media and also share what you witnessed, what you observed, or how the process was for us. We have on the line Richard Anyagba. He is the communications director for the NPP, and he's going to engage us on the special voting that took place today actually. Good evening, sir. You're welcome to ABC Prime.
Good evening.
What is the general observation by the NPP on the just ended exercise?
Well, thank you very much. The exercise is not ended yet. It's a continuum, a start of a process that would culminate in the election of NPP parliamentary candidates up and down this country to give us a majority in parliament, and also ultimately the election of Dr. President of this republic. That process, the special voting is closed today, and the main election starts on Saturday. It's been peaceful. I've been monitoring in the Volta region. I just got off the phone with some people in the Bono region, the Bono East and Ahafo regions. I was just getting in a call from our reps in OT and the northern region before your call came. And the indication I'm getting in those conversations is that it's been peaceful. People went about voting, making their choices. And some of the indications we're getting from the exit poll is that the massive endorsement that we anticipate for our candidates, especially the presidential candidate, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, is taking hold and is reflecting in what happened today. And we believe that Saturday will affirm what we have indications for today, that ultimately Ghanaians will choose the NPP, its parliamentary candidate, and the presidential candidate, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, to become the next president of the Republic of Ghana. So far, our observation is that everything is peaceful, and likely Saturday will be as peaceful. As a party, we are committed to peace, and our little bits that we're doing is to there's peace. Ultimately, we expect that our opponents, the National Democratic Congress, will do the same, so that ultimately peace will prevail and Ghana will be better for it.
Definitely. Richard, I quickly want to find out, you definitely must have heard about the sharing of food and money, you know, by the MP, Lydia Al-Hassan, when it comes to Ayawaso West Wogong. What is the NPP's take on this?
I've heard a comment about that, but I don't know for a fact if these are designed to attain any favor. But if I am given food, or if she's given food, we do this all the time. But I don't think that it is in any way, shape, or form designed to acquire any favors that she wasn't already going to get because of what good work. It's not what is going to do it for her. She's done her service to the people. If she did give anybody any food, I was here actually during some of the events. She would go to the university campuses that are in her constituency, provide. I think the last time I saw was on Valentine's. She went room to room trying to support young people, express love to them by giving them chocolates and some kinds of gift. This is who she is, and I don't think that it's part of any politics to try and get people's votes. Okay.
Well, finally, before I let you go, I want to find out what informed the NPP's decision to hold a rally in Accra, and how are preparations going for that?
Hello?
Yes, Richard, can you hear me?
The line got disturbed a bit. I didn't hear your question if you asked.
I'm actually asking that what informed the NPP's decision to hold the final rally here in Accra, and how are preparations going for that?
I mean the final rally?
Yes, Richard.
Oh, no, absolutely. I mean, we have to hold it somewhere, right? So whether in Accra or any other part, the North region or where, it will signal to the country we can only particular one place, but it is to signal to the country that we have had a good conversation with the country, and we're canvassing it to say that let's go and validate what we know is on people's minds because of the confidence they have, because of what they know lay ahead and who has the capacity to do it. And the confidence in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the NPP, is manifest. We want to just send a national message, and Accra has been a place where we've done that in previous elections, and I think that naturally it is the place that we think that it is right to do that event, and then send a signal to the country that we have come full circle. And on Saturday, with all humility, we expect Ghanaians to go and cast their votes massively for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and the NPP parliamentary candidate to form the next government to continue to serve Ghanaians the best way that we know Ghanaians deserve to be served.
Okay, thank you so much for your engagement. He is the communication officer of the NPP, and he's actually been sharing his sentiments on the special voting exercise that took place today. You're still watching a virtually everything. Key election issues. Both engaged watchers on this. Well, still moving on election-related issues. The Member of Parliament for the Medina constituency, Francis Sosu, has promised to widen the election results margin for the NDC to the previous years. According to him, the NPP in the year 2016 performed better with their candidate Sadiq Boniface with about 7,000 gap until he grabbed the seat in 2020 to increase the vote margin by 17,000 gap. Now he has expressed confidence in increasing the gap beyond 35,000. He spoke to ABC News GH during a prayer summit candidate in the Medina constituency by the Bible Believers Churches Association at Pantine.
Here with the Medina Job Center, so far over 7,000 people benefited. You can imagine coming back to power and having His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as president, where we have this National Vocational Apprenticeship Program, which is a free program. It will be easy for me to use the job center to partner a program like that to create more opportunities for young people in Medina. And when we talk about the 24-hour economy, it is not an abstraction. It is a policy that will open up the system, that will give people like us opportunity to recruit many more young people into jobs, either into the security services, police service, military service, fire service, and so on and so forth. So the young people in Medina can only look forward to more jobs and more opportunities for them. Really the work that I've been doing. I mean, we began with the Medina Job Center. So far, over 7,000 people benefited. You can imagine coming back to power and having His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as president, where we have this National Vocational Apprenticeship Program, which is a free program. It will be easy for me to use the job center to partner a program like that to create more opportunities for young people in Medina. And when we talk about the 24-hour economy, it is not an abstraction. It is a policy that will open up the system, that will give people like us opportunity to recruit many more young people into jobs, either into the security services, police service, military service, fire service, and so on and so forth. So the service, fire service.
The Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbane, has announced the Parliament will reconvene on Monday, December 16, 2024. However, he stated that the venue for the 7th meeting of the 4th session of the 8th Parliament will be communicated to Members of Parliament in due course. This announcement was made in a notice issued on December 2nd and signed by the Speaker. This decision means the Parliament will resume after the 2024 general elections, during which new Members of Parliament for both the majority and minority sides will be elected. Joining us on the line for a conversation will subsequently be engaging with Dr. Frederick Oduro, who is the issue. Away from governance issues, let's head straight into business. Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration has announced plans to upgrade from biometric passports to new chip-embedded documents, according to the Sector Minister Shelley Ayoko-Botry. This initiative reflects a sincere commitment to efficiency, security, and compliance with international standards.
In the Ministry's commitment to expediting passport acquisition, our travel processes, and enhancing national security. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, transitioning from the use of the biometric passport to the chip-embedded passport is not merely an upgrade in technology. It is a manifestation of our sincere dedication to efficiency, security, and adherence to international standards. While the current biometric passport has served us steadfastly for over a decade, the demands of a fast-paced technological evolution have necessitated this upgrade. As a gateway to Africa, Ghana must remain at the forefront of growth and development by implementing novel technological developments in security documents, taking into account new international standards, threats, and growth prospects. As you may know, the government of Ghana has been working assiduously to make its digitization agenda under the able leadership of the Vice President a reality through various initiatives. I am confident that the introduction of this state-of-the-art chip-embedded passport positions us against identity theft, document tampering, and unauthorized access. The migration from the current biometric passports onto this new chip-embedded passport would be undertaken progressively and is expected to be fully operational before the end of the year. So sometime this month, the chip-embedded passports will be available to all Ghanaians.
Away from sports, away from business, let us straight into sports. Accra Hearts of Oaks Ivorian head coach Sekou Abubakar Utara has urged the club supporters to turn out in large numbers at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium on December 15, 2024, when the Phobians face their arch rivals in the Super Clash. Speaking after the MTN FA Cup victory over Immigration FC, Utara expressed confidence, believing that the club's worst performance in the upcoming match will be a draw.
It's 3 points match. Wait on 15th. You will see the match. Now we play just today because we have a lot of problems. And the boys are coming. I think this from Thursday everybody can be okay. And Kumasi match is the match. It's 3 points match. You win, it's 3 points. You play draw, it's 1 point. You lose, it's 0 point. But we are not going to say we are taking 0 point. We are going to need a 3 point. If you didn't get it, we bring 1 point. But we are not going as.
Mohamed Kudus has served his 5-year game suspension and is ready for West Ham United's crucial encounter against Leicester City. Now, the Black Stars midfielder was sent off against Tottenham on October 19 for slapping and pushing 2 opposition players in their Premier League meeting. He was given an initial 3-game suspension and was upgraded to 5, and Kudus was fined £60,000 by the English FA. Kudus missed West Ham games against Man United, Everton, Newcastle, Arsenal and Nottingham Forest due to the suspension. Now, Kudus' absence affected the Hammers, who secured only 1 win in the 5-game run, a win against Newcastle United. However, his comeback is seen as a huge boost for Julien Lopetegui, who is under pressure as they look to bounce back in a busy December period. Before serving the ban, Kudus had netted 2 goals in 8 matches this term. Let's head straight into international matters. 56 people were killed and several injured in a stampede at a soccer stadium in southern Guinea following clashes between fans, Guinea's government has said on Monday. Now, authorities are conducting an investigation to establish those responsible for the stampede on Sunday. Communications Minister Fana Soma said in a statement read on national television, the stampede erupted in the Park Stadium as security forces attempted to control clashes among fans, local media have reported. Prime Minister Amadou Kouriba addressed the tragedy on platform X, stating, victims were recorded during the stampede. While he did not specify the death toll, Ba assured that regional authorities are working to restore calm in the area. The National Alliance for Alternation and Democracy, a coalition of political parties, issued a statement confirming that the disaster resulted in numerous deaths and injuries. Local media reported that security forces tried to use tear gas to restore calm after the chaos that followed a disputed penalty. Let's move away from that and take some entertainment news. Movie producer Martha Ankuma has actually graduated with an executive master's in business administration and advises an industry shift. Let's take a listen.
We have to see the business side of what we do as actors and actresses in this country. There's so much money in our industry, and if we should look at it from that monetary aspect or monetary angle, we can actually employ almost 80% of the people in this country to be part of what we do. What we do create a lot of jobs for people out there. It's just that the awareness is not being created properly. And so for me, I came here to broaden the scope of my knowledge, and I believe whatever I've learned here will go out there to impact the lives and the people in my industry, and also impact the world as a whole, and create jobs and help people in our communities. Thank you. Praying for Ghana for some time now. At any time of an election year, some of us want to go out there just try to defend our party. But sweetheart, if you're watching me, Ghana is not just about the party. It's about us. Ghana is for all of us. You know, we only have just one Ghana.
She actually graduated at the Nobel Institute Business School. Well, this brings us to the end